So is it appropriation, appreciation, or does it even matter at all? Welcome to Unifier TV, where truth has no fear. I'm sure a lot of you have been seeing this whole thing, especially these past couple of months, few months, however long, about cultural appropriation. First of all, many people don't even know what cultural appropriation really means. And to a lot of people, all that has to mean is you're white wearing braids, you're white wearing dreads, you're white dating a black person. People don't even know what it really means, but they throw it around as if they do. Cultural appropriation, according to Britannica, I don't use woke Webster, according to Britannica.com, cultural appropriation has to do with a majority group taking the customs and things from a minority group as a way to exploit them, be racist, or basically sabotage them or make fun of them. That's not what I see when I see white people wearing braids. That's not what I see when I see white people wearing dreads. But for some reason, it's okay for women, especially Beyonce and all these other characters who like to wear blonde wigs. So somehow that's okay. I even found an entire website dedicated to how much black women have contributed, how great it looks to wear blonde hair. On this website, it breaks down how much these black figures and other black women in society have made blonde hair more fashionable, more attractive, but they are black. It even says that it's more attributed to white women. So why aren't they forced to pay homage? Why aren't they forced to admit that it's cultural appropriation? Because it's not. Wearing blonde hair, you could do that if you want to. Just like being white, you could wear dreads or braids. It doesn't belong to anyone. Now, are certain things more prominent in certain races? Yeah. But what are you going to do about that? It doesn't matter. It's hair. And as long as a certain person is not doing it to be racist, to be rude, to make fun of somebody, to exploit someone else, it shouldn't matter. It's hair. It's narcissistic to think that just because someone of another race, I see it mostly thrown at white people, just because they want to wear a certain hairstyle or date outside of their race, someone black specifically, doesn't mean it's cultural appropriation. It doesn't even have to be appreciation. It could just be what they like. It's completely narcissistic to think that only black people can do certain things, say certain things, go to certain places. It's ridiculous. So I did a search myself. I found a bunch of photos of black artists wearing blonde wigs. But if you look at the photos, the photos that this website said that are similar to this one, look at what you find. A bunch of other photos of white women with the same hair. So is it cultural appropriation now? Well, by the standards of social media and other people, yeah, it is. Now, by my standards, no, because of the definition of what cultural appropriation is. In order for us to erase these color lines and these lines of racism, these lines of profiling, all these things, it's going to have to start at home. So until people are willing, and this is all racist, it's not just black people, but this is everyone. All sides can be racist. All sides can profile. All sides can categorize. Everyone does it. But in order for us to erase these lines, it's going to have to start at home. We're going to have to get to the point where we allow diversity in all areas. There was a movie that came out a long time ago called 10. Back in the day, an actress named Bo Derek wore braids, cornrows. I'm not sure the difference, but looking at the photo, to me, she looks great wearing them. I don't see the problem. Do you think that black people yelled cultural appropriation back then? They may have, they may not have. However, I don't see the problem. If you watch the movie is not about her being racist. The movie is not about her trying to exploit black people in any way, shape, or form. Madonna did it back in the day. Did people yell cultural appropriation? They may have. However, if you know Madonna, you know Madonna loves black people. Does that mean she's trying to exploit? I personally don't think so. I don't care for Madonna, but I just don't think so. When I was growing up, I used to like to wear studded belts. Studded belts, I used to like to wear skate shoes, wallet chains, all that kind of stuff. I liked the skater boy look. So what did they tell me in school? And it was only the black people that told me this. Oh, you're trying to be white. So is that cultural appropriation on my part? According to today's standards, it was. According to today's standards. But that's what I like to wear. That was my style. If I would wear skate shoes today, I just don't have a need to. I don't need to. I was thrown the same stones only from black people because of how I liked to dress. The fact that I got this flag behind me. I get it all the time. You're trying to be white. They say the same thing about when white girls want to date black men. They want to take our men. You're not doing a good enough job at combating that with the kind of attitude. I'm not going to get into that, but we need to grow up as a people, as a society, and say, look, if we want diversity, it's going to have to start at home, and it's going to have to start with you.